Hello viewers, I am Deepthi Hans. Today we are going to discuss ICSE Specimen Question Paper 2023 Chemistry Science Paper 2. This written paper of 80 marks has two sections, section A and B. Section A is of 40 marks, in which we have two questions. Question 1 is of 15 marks, all are MCQ. Question 2 having 5 parts, all are of 5 marks. It means total 25 plus 15, 40 marks section A and 40 marks for section B. In section B, we need to attempt 4 questions out of 6 questions. So first we are going to start with section A, question number 1. First part is a weak electrolyte is. First option is alcohol. We know that alcohol is non-electrolyte. Second is potassium hydroxide. We know that it is a strong electrolyte. Third is ammonium hydroxide, which is a weak electrolyte. And glucose, again, it is a non-electrolyte. So, our first answer, option C is correct, which is ammonium hydroxide, which means it is a weak electrolyte. Now, second is electron affinity is maximum in. First of all, we know that electron affinity is the energy released while converting a neutral isolated gaseous atom into an anion. So, first option is alkaline earth metals, second is halogens, third is inert gases, and D is alkali metals. Correct option is halogens. We all know that in halogens, we have 7 valence electrons and only 1 electron is needed to complete their octet. And also electron affinity increases in a horizontal row. So, halogens have maximum electron affinity, which is option number B. The main components of bronze are, option number A is copper and tin, which is a correct option, and copper and iron is wrong. Copper and lead is used in gunmetal, copper and zinc is used in brass, so A is correct. In fourth part, a polar covalent compound is, first is methane. We know that it is a covalent compound but not polar. Second is ammonia. It is a polar covalent compound, so correct option is B. C is nitrogen and D is chlorine. Both are non-polar covalent compounds. In fifth part, an acid which has 2 replaceable hydrogen ion. We know that 2 replaceable hydrogen ion means dibasic acid. So first is acetic acid, which is monobasic. Second is hydrochloric acid, again monobasic. C is phosphoric acid, which is tribasic, and D is carbonic acid, H2CO3, which is dibasic. So correct option is D. In sixth part, the hydroxide which is soluble in excess of NaOH is ferric hydroxide, which has a reddish brown precipitate, not correct here. Lead hydroxide, which forms sodium plumbite when excess of NaOH is used. So, lead hydroxide, our correct option is B. Copper hydroxide is pale blue precipitate, calcium hydroxide is white precipitate. So, only lead hydroxide which is soluble in excess of NaOH. Seventh is, if the RMM of carbon dioxide is 44, RMM is relative molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44, then its vapor density is. We know that RMM, relative molecular mass, is equal to twice of vapor density. So, vapor density is equal to RMM, which is given as 44, then divided by 2, it means vapor density is 22. So, correct option is A. Other options are wrong with the 32, 44 and 88. In part number 8, drying agent used to dry hydrogen chloride gas. Correct option is A, concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4. B is calcium oxide quicklime, which is not used as they react with HCl. Other is sulfurous acid, calcium hydroxide. All options are not correct. Only A is correct. In ninth part, the catalyst used in Haber's process is, first is molybdenum, which is used as a promoter in this process, but not as a catalyst. Second is platinum, then nickel. D is finally divided iron. So, correct option is D, which improves the speed of the reaction, is finally divided iron. 10th is an aqueous compound which turns colorless phenolphthalein to pink. It means it should be a basic or alkali, because phenolphthalein is changing its colorless to pink. So, ammonium hydroxide is a base. In out of these options, another is nitric acid, which means phenolphthalein remains colorless. Anhydrous calcium chloride, no change. Sulfuric acid remain colorless. Ammonium hydroxide, which is a base, so it will change its color to pink. It is option number A. Now 11, the gas formed when carbon reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid is, the reaction is carbon plus concentrated sulfuric acid means H2SO4, carbon dioxide is formed, water is formed and sulfur dioxide is formed. So sulfur gas is formed here. It means our correct option is C, sulfur dioxide. 12th part, organic compound prepared when ethanol undergoes dehydration. Now ethanol means ethyl alcohol, belongs to alcohol family. So ethyl alcohol is dehydrated by two methods, ammonium oxide or concentrated sulfuric acid can also be used. In both of these reactions, the compound formed is methane, ethane, acetylene and ethene. These are the four options and correct option is D, which means ethene. Because the reaction is, if C2H5OH, it means ethyl alcohol. If we are using aluminium oxide at a temperature of 350 degrees Celsius, then ethene plus water is formed. So ethene is forming. If we are using second option, then sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid is used and again ethene and water is formed at a temperature of 170 degrees Celsius. It means ethene is the product formed in 12th part. In 13th option, the IUPAC name of methyl acetylene is. Now methyl acetylene means alkyne family. Alkyne means triple bond. So it means CH triple bond C and then CH3. This is the compound form. So its IUPAC name is because we have 3 carbon atoms in this. So 1, 2, 3. It means this is propyne. So our correct option is A. It is propyne. In 4th part, the product formed at the cathode in electroplating of an article with nickel is. Article at the cathode is to be coated. We know that at the cathode we place an article which is to be coated. So product formed is nickel ions and then they form nickel atoms by gain of electrons. So correct option is part number C, which is nickel atoms, not nickel ions, which is B option. In 15th part, an alkali metal found in period 3, group 1. Period 3 means it has 3 shells, K, L and M. K shell is complete by 2 electrons, L by 8 and then 1 in the outermost shell because it is given that group number 1. So it means 281, means electronic configuration is 11. So element is sodium. Correct option is C, which is sodium. Now coming to question number 2, first part belongs to study of compounds. Question is, the diagram shows an experimental setup for the laboratory preparation of a pungent smelling gas and the gas is alkaline in nature. So we know that this is ammonia. So this diagram represents laboratory preparation of ammonia from ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. So in first part, name the gas collected in gas jar. So it is ammonia, or you can also write symbolically NH3. Now write a balanced chemical equation for the above preparation. So we know that ammonium chloride is added to calcium hydroxide. It gives calcium chloride as a salt and water and ammonia. And to balance it, we need to add 2 here and then 2 and then 2. Now it is balanced. In C part, how is gas being collected? So it is collected by downward displacement of air, because we know that ammonia is lighter than air and it is not collected with water because it is highly soluble in water. Now in D part, what is the purpose of using Y? So Y is the drying tower here. So to get dry ammonia, we are using this drying tower which is containing lumps of quicklime, calcium oxide. How will you find that the jar is full of gas? We bring moist red litmus paper near the mouth of the inverted jar and it immediately turns to blue. So because this gas is alkaline in nature and we know that RBB, anything which is converting red litmus to blue, it means it is basic in nature, alkaline in nature. In question number 2, part 2, match the following. Column A, this is column A and this is column B. Now first is acid salt. We know in which hydrogen is still remaining. So acid salt is sodium hydrogen carbonate because hydrogen is present in this. Next is copper oxide. Copper oxide, we know it is black in color. Then zinc hydroxide, it is soluble in excess of sodium hydroxide. Copper metal, it is reddish brown in color. And then polar compound, hydrogen chloride, because slightly positive and slightly negative charges present on them. So this is a polar compound. In part number 3, complete the following by choosing the correct answers from the bracket. A part is ammonia in the liquefied form is. We know that ammonia is basic in nature, but in the liquefied form, when in the absence of water, it is neutral in nature. B is organic compounds are generally insoluble in. We know that organic compounds are non-polar in nature, so they are insoluble in water and generally they are soluble in organic solvents. C part, an inert electrode used in electrolysis of acidified water is. Out of iron and platinum, we know that platinum is inert because it will not take part in the electrolytic reaction. In D part, hydrocarbons having double bond. We know that double bond is ene. So this is alkenes. Alkynes are triple bond. E is an alkaline gas gives dense white fumes of ammonium chloride are there with hydrogen chloride gas. In fourth part, identify the following. A part, the property by which carbon bonds with itself to form a long chain. We know that this is catenation, is the property of self-linking of carbon atoms. In B part, a substance that conducts electricity in molten or aqueous state, it is electrolyte. In C part, energy required to remove an electron from the valence shell of a neutral isolated gaseous atom. This energy is ionization energy, or also known as ionization potential or enthalpy. D, the name of the process by which bauxite ore is concentrated. It is Bayer's process by which bauxite is converted into alumina. E part, the bond formed by a shared pair of electrons with both electrons coming from the same atom. It means coordinate bond, or you can say dative bond. In last part of question number 2, which means 5, A part is draw the structural formula for the following from organic chemistry. 2-pentanol. Pent means 5. So the parent chain is of 5 carbon atoms, and then all 2 position all. So 1, this is 1, this is 2. On second position, we need to H. All means OH group, alcohol group. So now balance all the carbon valence, hydrogen valences here. 1, 2, 3. While numbering, just check each carbon atom should be surrounded by 4 hydrogen atoms. And on second position, this is OH group. It represents OL, alcohol group. If we can also attach this here, because then we need to start numbering from this side. Second is ethanol. Ethanol means carbon atoms are only 2 in number because ethane. Now Al means aldehyde group. Aldehyde means CHO. So this is CHO group attached with carbon, another carbon. Here we need to attach hydrogen, and then this is ethanol, aldehyde group on the first position. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the 4 valencies of carbon are complete. Now 1 butene. Butene means chain of 4 carbon atoms, and in first position, in means double bond on the first position, and then rest we need to complete 1, 2, 3, and then this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, and then again 4, and these are normal hydrogen. So this is 1 butene. Now in B part, name the following organic compounds in IUPAC system, in which 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there, but functional group is on this side, so we need to start our numbering from right hand side. So this is 1, this is 2. So on first position, we can see this OH. It means alcohol group. So this is the chain of 4. It means butane, 1 all, or you can simply write 1 butanol. In second part, we can see 1, 2 and 3 carbon atoms are there. Because triple bond is on this side, so we need to start numbering from this side. This is 1, 2 and 3. It means chain of 3 carbon atom. So this is prop. Now first position, this is triple bond. So prop 1 and ine. Prop 1 ine is the IUPAC name of this second organic compound. Now with this we come to the end of section A. Soon we will meet with the section B of this chemistry paper. Thank you.